Welcome, everybody, to the Tipped and Stiffed podcast with your host, Cade. I have some sad news. Before I get into the people joining us today, Jarod is dead. I killed him. Murder. I am awaiting trial. I made bail. And it was really weird going to the wake. As you imagine, it was a little awkward. His mom was giving me stares, but I think it was because I wasn't wearing a mask. It was an all-mask funeral. And I didn't wear a mask because I knew that's what Jarod would have really wanted. He was a man who raw-dogged life. And so, from here on out, it will just be me. And but today, we have some people joining us. People, friends of the show. The fabulous, the wonderful, young Davi and young Trench.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for coming on today. As you imagine, me doing the show alone can be a little daunting. So I traded. We're instead of doing one, we're having two people.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming on. You guys sent out the number. Should we wait for more voicemails to come in? Because more are going to come in.
I've got 4 right now, so.
Well, more?
Well, let's just go a little bit, and then towards the end we'll do some more.
What a
Should we explain it? Was it already explained?
It was. They know. Everybody. Okay. So we got the number out for calling on the voicemails, and people are leaving them. So thank you guys for putting the number out there because we were lacking.
Yeah,
we were lacking this week.
It's kind of cool. I feel like I'm like on the Breakfast Club, and I'm about to like get the call. You know where they were like, "That shit is fucking trash, yo," to Iggy Azalea. I'm waiting to get one of those.
Calls you out specifically. It was ass.
That's what I'm waiting for.
The haters call it in.
Yeah. I think this could be my breakout interview right here.
We've had the haters call in. It's very awkward.
Well, I feel like that's like
it's very
the only people that are going to call are going to want to be. They're either going to want to say something dumb, mean, or like you're not going to get many people calling and being like, "You guys are great."
No,
no.
Or you're great because.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for respecting the legacy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
R.I.P.
It's strange because like it's cool to have like more interaction with people, like beyond just like watching the clips and just watching the videos, because it's cool to hear directly from people. But yeah, they're just like, I want to fuck around, and that's immediately what they go to. But it's good because it makes for good content. Yeah, they're part of the comedy.
Yeah, 100%. Especially if someone just calls up and gives you like a dope topic to talk about, or they just like,
that's never gonna happen.
At some point it will. When this is getting 3 trillion views, it'll happen.
Well, me and Jarod were talking about before he passed that once Joe Rogan is canceled on Spotify, we're the next up.
Right.
And it
100%.
just really goes him and then us. So
yeah,
someone's got to fill the gap. I mean, it's not going to be impulsive. As much as impulsive is good, but it's not going to be impulsive. It's not going to be
Caller Daddy?
Caller Daddy. It's not going to be Caller Daddy. No, It just doesn't tinge the same way. Because, the Tipped and Sip podcast is more of an average Joe podcast, like the Joe Rogan Experience. And that's where we'll come in. And that's when the new will take over the old.
Right.
Right.
I will say, now that there's only one of you guys on the show, you got to take out the tipped or the stiffed, man.
I know.
I think it's time to explain which one you are, because I mean, it's.
You might have to admit it, man. To me too.
I feel like I would be stiffed.
Yeah.
I'm definitely stiffed.
I would agree, 100%.
I'm definitely stiffed. Could you imagine the stiffed podcast?
Well, do you want to listen to one of these voicemails?
Yeah, you want to get into the voicemail?
Might as well.
Did you read what they said so that we're not, we don't need to be.
We can edit this.
No profanity on the program, please.
We can edit.
We have no actual person going over this. We are just raw dogging it.
We got a call right now. All right, here's one of the voicemails.
Yo, bro, Young Trench is goalie, bro. Young Trench is so good, bro. Goalie, let's go.
Young Trench go to vote.
That's better than what I thought it was
Me
going to
too.
be.
Hey, whoever called, I appreciate that.
Go to bro.
Oh man, I want to see if anyone said anything like somewhat anything we could talk off
Well,
of.
here's another one.
Hi, what's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? I'm just watching Fortnite. People play Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite is so good. Like, if y'all don't even play Fortnite, then y'all are bozos. But it's the Super Bowl right now, but I don't know nothing about football.
Dox them.
I think the Bagels are gonna win, because I don't like the Rams. So, go Bagels.
Turn it off. They're done.
Yeah.
They were over before they started. Some people don't deserve the right to technology or voting or procreation. I mean, they prove it every day in their actions.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I thought it was gonna go. And we've got another.
Can you hear when we get a ring?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Not you, but like in the podcast, like post. You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll hear it. I mean, we're sorry, everybody. We're not gonna be able to take everyone's calls at this time, but we'll work on it.
We're live, baby.
We're just
live.
very, very popular guys, you know, and that's just how it goes. Also, that was exactly what I was expecting to happen from a call. So I'm not even let down by that, to be honest.
I was let down.
Really?
I thought people could be like a little funny.
Oh, Fortnite.
Hey,
that
we
was
still have 4 more left. We got 4 more left.
Okay. All right.
All right, here's
People are
next
leaving
one.
more as we speak.
Yeah.
Was that the whole thing?
That was good. That was. I like that one.
No
I like that
way.
You need that as like a. You gotta make that a sound bite or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually great.
It doesn't take much.
Wow.
That guy said more in one word than the entire Fortnite kid. Dude, that guy said more in one word than the Fortnite kid said in his life. I mean, that's,
Oh my god. That was
good.
so perfect.
All right, here's another one.
What the hell was that?
He just forgot to hang up.
All right, we'll jump in the next one here.
Okay.
Hey man, what's good with Prime? I mean, why should I drink it? I see it everywhere, but it's just like, is it gonna mend this broken heart? Thank you for letting me have this time.
All right.
I'll listen to my answer. Have a happy Sunday.
You too. You
Thank
too,
you,
man.
thank you.
Thank you.
What's
Said, listen to Young Trench. He's about to blow up.
you know the vibe? All right. Prime.
Doesn't mend a broken heart.
This isn't an advertisement or anything, but it's pretty good. KSI and Logan Paul's drink. Suggest getting it, to be
Does
honest.
it mend a broken heart?
Does it? Was your heart broken
That's what
before
he
you
asked.
drank it?
No, he asked.
But was your heart broken before you drank it?
I mean, not. Yeah.
How's it feel now?
Better.
That's it. There's your answer.
There you go.
Prime will mend your broken heart.
was Prime what they were selling when they did that thing when they were in the store? And
Yeah,
the guy
yeah,
came
yeah.
up to him and was like, "Hey man, you guys want to hear about this NFT?" And
Yep.
they're like, "Get the fuck
And,
out
yeah, and
of
Logan
here."
said,
"Go."
that was so funny. Dude, I think it's crazy how they were able to put up a drink like this and have it be as successful as it's been. Because right now it's outselling like all the major
I mean,
drink companies.
it is better than.
It's better than them. I swear to
Most
God.
drinks.
I have to give you one. This shit is actually extremely good. It's
But they're
surprising.
not paying you, so
They're not paying you.
Right? Are they
Also-
paying you?
Realistic? Nah. That'd be funny as hell if I'm running an advertisement right now.
on someone else's shit.
But no. But all I'm saying is, most of the things that you're drinking, you're probably not getting paid for. So I'm gonna give you some, and you'll be like, "Wow, this is pretty good, man."
We'll DM. We'll call their number.
Yeah, we'll
leave
circle
our-
back.
We'll leave a voicemail in there.
Well, yeah, 100%.
All right, here's the last one.
You motherfucker. That is a piece of dick move, you slimy bastard. What the fuck?
he thought he was
Go
gonna get to
fucking
talk.
hell, you piece of dick. Holy shit. I'm calling you back, asshole. You better pick this one up, you piece of fucking cock.
because he hung up on him. Wait, that's why. He hung up on him. And then he had to listen to that long ass voicemail.
I just lost a fan.
Yeah.
It's a
Wow.
You're a piece of shit.
Oh, that was pretty amazing. I mean, here's the thing. I did say leave a voicemail, so that's...
Oh, I didn't.
I did. Oh, maybe that was your person then, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because I said leave a voicemail, and we would play it. I'm not the guilty person here.
Yeah, I definitely made it seem like we were going to talk to people.
Oh, see? That's
Should I change that? I don't think it matters.
Nah.
Fuck them.
We're already in it.
If we get another one like that, that was pretty funny. I'm not mad
awesome.
at it. Yeah,
That was good. Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
All right, that's where we're at with those.
all right, let's get the tides rolling. So, no, you brought up something. Oh, we want to talk about Kanye. Kanye's been going off on Instagram.
Kanye West.
Kanye's been going off on Instagram. I had to be honest. I was at work just scrolling through them.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy. Like I just had such a dopamine rush reading every
I
angry.
think most people do. That's why they like it.
Well,
Yeah.
Kanye's a TV show. Like, him as a human being is a TV show, which sucks because he's a human, but, like, at the same time, it's like you can't not look at the things that Kanye does and just be like, this man is actually just a walking, entertaining, like, being. Like, it's unbelievable. Especially because, like, I love Pete Davidson, but I think this whole thing is crazy because, like, I mean, how mad can you be that your ex-wife has a man when you have a girlfriend?
Right.
I didn't know he had a girlfriend.
Yeah, he has a new girlfriend, and, like, he's been hanging out with her a lot. So I'm just like, why are you so mad at Pete?
When he posted that picture, he's like, "This isn't you're not walking in the light of God."
Yeah, no. Or like, did you see the kid that posted that comment and they were like, what did they say? They said Kanye is off of the meds. We're gonna get an amazing album. And Kanye takes the screen grab and just posts it on his Instagram. And he was like, "Oh, screw you, man! All you guys think when Kanye's making weird posts, he's crazy." And then the kid DMs him and he's like, "I'm sorry for saying that." Kanye DMs him back and says, "No, find God." Like that's all he says.
No, find God. Well, he's entering like it seems like his like new like villain phase 2.
Oh, yep.
Like Yeezus was the beginning of villain phase 1. Then he found God, and now he's just going back to his villain phase.
I'm not gonna lie. In terms of personality, Kanye, we're at one of the peaks right now. This guy has been amazing for like the last 6 months have been ridiculous for Kanye. I've never seen Kanye so active in my life. He's doing another listening party on the 22nd.
Right.
So supposedly we're getting an album. Probably not.
Yeah. Do you think Donda 2 is coming out?
It's Kanye West. We'll probably get Donda 2 in about 10 months. So
2
years.
Not.
We're not getting it in a week. It's Kanye, bro. When has Kanye ever been like actually done anything on time? Literally ever.
Life of Pablo took a year to come out.
Exactly. And then when it came out, even for months, they kept editing songs.
He kept changing it.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, like 7 months later, you're just like, where'd this Saint Pablo come from?
Right.
One of the best songs on the album, but
Right.
where'd it come from? It's a Kanye thing, man. Kanye is I never know if he's manic or if that's just Kanye.
Well, did you ever hear when Jay-Z, when they were working with Kanye really early, when Jay-Z was talking about like, yeah, Kanye West just jumped on like the mixing board. He's like, I'm the greatest artist of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the shit. Mm-hmm. No one can fuck with my. And Jay-Z's like, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. Like he always, it seems, has always had this very sporadic, like
it's always been
energy.
It's always been his demeanor. Like I remember Dave Chappelle was telling a story about one of the first times he met Kanye. Kanye wasn't even very famous yet or anything. He said he was in the room with Kanye West, and Kanye picked up a call, and this girl or something was like, yo, like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I'm with Jay-Z and blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, because I'm dope and I do dope shit, and just hangs up. Like, that is the most Kanye West thing possible. There's never going to be another Kanye West.
No.
Never.
Nor should there be.
No. Oh, my. I couldn't even handle another Kanye West. The closest we'll get to Kanye West is 6ix9ine.
Right.
That ended too fast.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to say though, I appreciate you wearing the Tipped and Stiff merch.
Oh yeah,
today.
yeah.
I didn't even notice that. That's awesome.
Wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Sick.
Very cool.
Redbox.
Still get it.
Link is in the Instagram.
Right.
At Tipped and Stiff podcast or at Tipped and Stiffed.
It's at Tipped and Stiffed.
Okay.
It's at the Red Bubble.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do like the hat. I think the
Yes, I
color
bet.
was a great choice.
Yeah. Me too. The navy one was kind of cool too.
Yeah, when I saw what they actually gave us like extra like color options, I was like, oh, actually, some of these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
but they take such a big cut, but you also like get it because they're giving you way more options than you could ever really have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so it's like a give and take kind of thing. I couldn't imagine being like, you definitely know there's people making a good chunk of change who are just making like Mac DeMarco stickers over and over on Redbubble for college kids that just slap Tyler the Creator
Underwater bottle.
right.
Yeah.
All sorts of shit like that.
Oh yeah.
That was one thing when I went to college. I bought like 15 different Redbubble stickers because I wanted to put that laptop, the laptop that we use, on the back of it has a shit ton.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Has a bunch of stickers on. They're all from Redbubble. And I remember one time, like this girl like saw what I had, and she was like, "Is that the Joe Rogan podcast sticker?" I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Ew," and just walked away. I was like, "Damn, okay." I know, it was just rude.
When was this?
When I was in college.
Wow, pre-Rogan canceled too?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. A lot of people didn't like Rogan for a long time.
Why?
Because even my freshman year of college, which would have been 2019 and 2020, he had said a lot of things about the trans community that a lot of people, as you can imagine, on a college campus would disagree with.
Yeah.
And didn't like.
I feel like back then too it was a lot more hot.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
He like that was the thing, because after 2016, after Trump won, everyone, it was weird because any entertainer that kind of like said something that was a little like, right of the conversation, they're like, you're dangerous. Because the argument is just like your ideas came to reality with the president being elected. So they're like, we got to double down on all of our shit because you're doubling down on your shit. And then a lot of those entertainers were like, I'm just guy with a microphone.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them went out. I mean, it's interesting because so many of those people who got canceled, I guess, like some of them did deserve, a lot of them just ended up being like an extension of Me Too. Like it wasn't even, most of them wasn't because of things they were saying. Like Chris D'Elia went away because you can't be texting minors and shit like that. And
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But it seems pretty on there. Him and Brian Callen are in the same boat. I mean, when all your friends react in a, like all your friends are like, they
separate.
Yeah. Like I remember when Chris D'Elia got canceled, I remember Rogan or somebody said like Joey Diaz was like, he's a ladies' man. He's always on the hunt. And I was like, that could have many implications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
But do we separate the art from the artist?
It depends on how bad what they did. I think also
that's a little bad.
I think time also matters.
I don't even believe in cancel culture. I don't think it's real at all. I don't feel like anyone that gets canceled actually gets canceled. You might get kicked off a few like shows or something, but like realistically, if you have fans, you're gonna have fans regardless, because when you hit this certain point, you're just too big to get canceled. Like realistically, like dude, how many people were riding for R. Kelly even after everyone knew how messed up this dude was? Like everyone was well aware, but like you could look up right now, R. Kelly still got like 7 million monthly listeners.
Please look up the clip of him playing in like Nigeria or some shit, and he's like, do you want to take your shot with R. Kelly? It's horrendous. Please find that.
That's the thing. I just don't believe in cancel culture because I genuinely don't think anyone gets canceled. I just think
you get canceled if you let yourself get canceled.
Yeah, like I think you get canceled once you apologize.
Hold on. Yeah, listen to this shit.
This is great.
Ethiopia.
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America.
Is he just?
Do you have your passport? Did you get your?
Is he just saying shit? Like
Girl,
he's just,
would you like to come back?
but is he? Yeah, he's freestyling. Yeah.
America, 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 America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your chance?
They don't even know what he's saying. They're just like.
He's a pretty good singer. I'm not gonna lie
But
to you.
that's crazy. This is insane.
It's so weird. There's like other things of him where I've seen like he'll like grab a girl's hand and like just put it on him while he's performing and just doing weird things.
Well, how are you gonna get accused? I mean, how do you recover from being accused from like peeing on people?
You don't.
And he did perfectly. Like
peeing on people is fine.
No, he went to jail.
Peeing on minors is not.
No, he was able to be fine though after that. And
well, I feel like everybody knew, right? Wasn't it just like it was a very well known thing?
Everyone knew R. Kelly was a pedophile for.
But that's
how
not
long?
good.
No, it's not good at all. I'm just saying I don't believe in being canceled. I don't think it really happens to people.
Oh, you mean say like he still has fans, but he has fans from a nice cozy cell in in New York.
Yeah, I mean with him, he's actually in jail now. I think
some people can get canceled.
Jail is a little different than being canceled. There's being a criminal.
I think jail is getting canceled.
There's a difference between being a criminal and just doing something stupid, and people are like, "Oh, dude, screw Travis Scott on Twitter." Like, cool. Like the dude's gonna get kicked off a few shows. And
do you think it came from people being bored during quarantine?
No, because it was a little before quarantine that we had cancel culture going a little crazy.
Yeah, well, Me Too started, and that was more of a genuine start.
Yeah, Me Too is okay. Like if you're a weirdo like that, cool. If you slipped up and said the R word 9 years ago, I'm not going to cancel you.
Right. Some people, I think it is a sense. I think some people are bored.
Mm-hmm.
I think people have need a sense of power.
Yep.
And they get a sense of power through this big group mentality when they see a bunch of people on Twitter saying the same thing. They're like, oh, everybody agrees with me. And it's like, yeah, but look at the listeners.
And I feel like the group it's a small group usually, right? Like it's not, I mean, I don't know. I'm not like involved in any of that. I don't even go on Twitter. But
enough to get you trending. And the thing with it usually is, though, it's clearly just people wanting to be heard and agreed with. Like, that's all it is.
Right. Well, I think everyone figured out at the same time. Like, it took like 3 years. But everyone figured out at the same time. They're like, oh, this is never not going to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be a group upset. But they're going to go, they don't represent society.
Right.
And dude, the Dave Chappelle special is like the biggest example.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was really mad about that special, like the jokes he had about the trans community. And people are like, it's always at the, really got mad at him. But the interesting thing is, it's like, yeah, what do you do when your comedy is kind of like agreed upon by like 60-70% of the country?
Maybe more.
It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying more in the sense of like, comedy is supposed to be a reflection of what everyone thinks, and you're making vast generalizations and jokes over people to make them laugh. Do I think that like some people like their real opinions come through their comedy? Yes, I absolutely do. But I think if you got Chappelle on 60 Minutes and go, what do you think about the trans community? I don't think he's going to have much to say.
Right.
I don't think he's going to have a lot to say by any means. And if he does, it's not going to be anything of like real substance. No one's going to walk away from the interview and go, wow, Dave Chappelle is like really educated on this. Like, this is crazy. This was a really positive insight.
Yeah.
No one's going to do that. Like, that's just not this is the big problem. Whoever thought it was a good idea to start letting like comedians be dictators of like real information is the worst people ever.
Awful.
Like, and the thing is, it's like, well, like that's happening with Joe Rogan. It's happened with Chappelle. It's happened like the only people like what's interesting is that even when it comes to like music, there's musicians, artists who are Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar. They can't be touched. But if like the Kid Leroy stepped out of bounds a little bit,
Yeah.
the label's going to be breathing down his neck and go, why don't you shut your mouth?
Look at the baby. The baby.
Well, yeah,
No
that's
right.
the thing. You
Some
have to be at a certain level to be uncancelable. Like you.
I don't know if it's a level though, or if it's like
Culture,
established.
But that's what I mean. Like a level in your career.
Right.
If Gabriel Iglesias and Kevin Hart are like the Kid Leroy, they have to stay in a box and they need to stay over there.
Right.
You know, Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle, Tim Dillon, even like Pete Davidson, they are like Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
They get to be a little more. They get to be way more wilder.
Yeah.
Because they set a precedent that this is what we do. The people who listen to us have accepted that. Whatever consequences come from that is mostly going to be from the people who are coming from this side of the aisle.
Well, exactly. Like anyone that's trying to cancel, like a Dave Chappelle or anyone that you just said, clearly just didn't like
read the room.
They didn't listen to Dave Chappelle ever. Like you were never paying attention. If you paid attention to Dave Chappelle, then you weren't going to have an issue with anything. That's exactly what you came here to see.
Like it'd be really weird. The Weeknd came on Instagram. He's like, I don't really know about this whole mask regulation. And like, you would be like, that's strange. But like if Kanye West was like, the news is controlled by a small group of people, you'd be like, right. Thank you, Ye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ye. We'll be waiting for the next album.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye punched that one dude in the face, and did you see that? And then he said that COVID mask didn't save him from that knockout.
Right. Like, what are you gonna like? And the same thing goes for like Jake and Logan Paul. Like, do people on YouTube think that they're heroes for not liking Jake and Logan Paul? That they're like somehow like virtuously better. And there's a different, and I mean like not liking them ethically, like not liking them based on content. It's completely different. Everyone's got different tastes. But going like, I'm like, oh, Jake Paul's just this big reality star. Like, fuck him. He's just making a big thing of this. And then those same people turn around and go, Euphoria is the greatest show in American history. Over dramatization is good for. Here we go. Sorry. But you know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to me. Like Logan Paul, the Paul brothers are untouchable now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but they weren't when shit started to go down.
Right.
They had a transition, but they didn't let themselves be canceled. There's a lot of YouTubers, like, I don't know a whole lot about the David Dobrik situation. Is it bad?
That's the Weeknd.
But like, right. I don't, from what I heard, it wasn't like really like that bad.
No, it was bad.
Was it bad? Oh, am I tweaking?
He like flew his friend around on like an excavator.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, he got.
But that's just going too far with like the content part of it. It's not. I don't think that's like a cancelable thing. I mean, he fucked up, but like that's more of like a.
David's also kind of let himself get canceled by disappearing from the world for like a year, so he just looked super guilty. Like it was stupid. Like when you do get canceled, if you run away from it, you're admitting that you did something wrong.
You got to, dude. Listen, the Trump presidency has forever changed how people get canceled, handle getting canceled, because they just have to go, I don't really feel like it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Like when everyone's like, we're going to impeach you. And he's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
When you have like a bunch of people charged the Capitol, they're like, you did treason. And he's like, nah, I'm good. David, then like Jake Paul, like Logan Paul, like, I filmed the dead guy in the woods. It's not a big deal.
That's what I'm saying. If you just keep making videos after it and they're just good, who's stopping you from posting them?
Yeah. I mean, think about like, and you even think about like people's even crazier careers. Like Joji's the weirdest one, because Joji has said like the N-word multiple times, and just in like
awful ways too, like very like
has like assault, like has a horrendous background, albeit it was a character. When you were in middle school and watching it, you're like, this is the funniest man who ever lived. But like to think where he goes, I'm just done doing that. I'm just gonna have like 10 million monthly listeners now, and I'm gonna go play at Coachella, and everyone's just gonna ignore the last 10 years. That's interesting.
He's never like, everybody knows, or the people that care know, but they don't.
It's just the precedent.
But most of his musical listeners don't.
They know.
You think?
Everybody knows that he used to be Filthy Frank.
You think it's okay because it was a character?
Here's the thing. I didn't know
Yes.
that he was Filthy Frank until one of my friends told me.
It was probably me.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't find out that till after. I knew him as Joji first because I never
Really?
watched Filthy Frank.
I mean, Filthy Frank is a pretty egregious thing to watch.
Very
I mean, it's-
niche part of YouTube.
Right. It's
Back
like
in the day.
Adult Swim of YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like his second album, there's a whole song. It's really just a skit where he's playing the judge, and it's like Goofy is on trial for like doing a school shooting
Goofy, like from Mickey Mouse?
from Mickey Mouse, and he's like, "Gorsh, I'll do it again." Gorsh. And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
He's like, "Are you pleading guilty?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Are you pleading insane?" He's like, "Guilty. I'll do it again." He just like doesn't stop. It's so right.
This is on a Joji album?
It's on
The
the Pink
Pink
Guy
Guy,
album.
yeah.
Like that was him. Like that he had he had a bunch of characters, but the main two were Pink Guy, which wore like a pink spandex suit, and Filthy Frank. And Pink Guy was a what?
I have it pulled up. Do you want?
Yeah.
The skit, is it the animated one?
I do need to see
There's
this.
that, either that or just the song.
The animated one's hilarious.
The animated one is so fucking
We
funny.
might have to cut this.
All right. Great.
But that was Joji.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. That's not even really that bad, to be honest. That's
But-
compared relative, you know?
That was the only Filthy Frank thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
I'll show you. So honestly, a lot of the Pink Guy music is pretty good in terms of, maybe not lyrically, but like the
Production
beat.
and the beats are actually really good. It's very strange.
You guys were watching this while I was locked in on KSI and PewDiePie.
Yeah. I mean, I was on them too, but
It was a different time because there was iDubbbz too.
yeah, and Max and
And
Anything
doing
for Views.
Anything for views, because iDubbbz, literally, like every one of his videos was he called himself the N-word, F-word, hard R.
yeah.
And he'd be like, "That's what I am," and then would just make videos.
Yep. Yeah.
And the dude, he got away with it.
Yeah. I mean, he did a 360 now. He's a totally different person now.
You're wondering about that.
Yeah, how's that? I just don't understand how that works. Like,
It's just a different time, I guess. I mean, like, in the YouTube space, I think back then anyway, it was really easy to get away with. I mean, look at Shane Dawson. Like,
but
you
like,
know.
Shane
like-
Dawson was bad, still is bad, but he never said, like...
he said a lot of...
He said some questionable things, like...
With
He was saying the N-word quite a bit.
It's not good. We don't
Yeah.
condone on this program. But
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
simply stating that there's a very strange pattern out there
See, but how
of what canceling is.
How did that guy not get canceled? But he
it's
said
just-
that. Shane Dawson got canceled because pedophilia is like the number one thing that will get you canceled.
Yeah, that's an
like
easy-
that.
yeah,
that's a
that's
good
good.
thing.
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yes.
Like that is, you're screwed. If you kill someone or you are a pedo, I hope you get canceled and you actually earned that one.
I
Here's
hope
the
you
thing:
go to
people that
prison.
murder don't necessarily get canceled.
Like the baby.
Tay-K and
We
probably
loved
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby
Melly
Shmurda,
and
yeah.
No, not Bobby. Melly was a big murder one though.
He did go to jail. He went to prison.
he got
Melly-
socially canceled, but like
Melly killed his two best friends, but
They
here's the
wrote a
thing.
song about it.
We would still, the world would be hyped if he got released right now.
yeah.
First of all, Murder on My Mind is probably like the most horribly produced song.
I do like that song.
It's a good song, but like it's so bright. Like there's so much when I listen to the song, it's like my producer ear turns on. I go,
Yeah.
could have gone a little more bass on this.
Yeah.
Could have went a little deeper. It's a little symbolism
Raise the
on the
mids a little
microphone. A little more verb. Need a little more verb on the drums here.
Yeah.
It is kind of interesting that if you murder someone, but like you're a rapper, you won't get canceled for it. You'll actually just get kind of praised for it, to be honest. But if you're a snitch, it's over for your career.
I disagree. I think snitching is like a thing now. Cancel culture is essentially that. It's
But-
like
no, but I'm
it's-
saying like what artist snitched and it helped.
I mean, there's a lot of people defending 6ix9ine. That's the only what's a better example?
6ix9ine's like the only good example, but 6ix9ine also is completely off every editorial possible.
It's true.
He fell off. He completely fell off.
He's gone off the universe. Right now, all he's doing is hanging out with Steve Will Do It, because that's the only person that will hang out with him.
This is true.
Steve is also a very...
It ain't looking great for Mr. Tekashi 6ix9ine, which is hilarious because he put himself in that position. So like I understand it,
right?
But I don't know. I think it's just crazy. Like, being a murderer is kind of praised if you're a rapper. It's like yo, he's about what he raps about. So I think that's why it's kind of cool,
right?
Like, you see Tay-K and you hear that he killed someone, and you're just like,
dude, when he lit that blunt next to his wanted poster.
Next to his wanted poster.
That, I mean, undeniably is hard as fuck.
It's badass. It is cool.
Like, you can't say, like, that's nuts.
No, it's so cool. Like, it does seem really cool. Because, like, I don't know.
It's not cool that he murdered.
No.
He murdered, like, an old, like an 80-year-old, right? Or so, I don't want to.
I have no clue.
He murdered like a
allegedly.
I mean, he went to jail, so I think we can.
Is he in jail right now?
Oh
yeah, for life. I'm pretty sure.
He's never getting out.
He's never getting out.
No, but he's making good money.
It's all being collected.
I think it's funny because every couple months someone comes out, and it'll be like someone in YNW Melly's family, and they're like, Melly's coming out next week, and you're just like, why have you guys said that 37 times? This man's still not out at all.
Right.
I think it's so funny how that happens.
What happened here?
Well, since 55.
55, yeah.
Hey, I mean, he's young. He'll get out.
Yeah.
He'll have his career when he gets out.
He'll see some of the money when he gets out.
He'll be about, what, like 70 something?
Was he signed? Do you know, Trent? Do you know?
You know what?
I feel like he wasn't.
You know, maybe he'll be 45 on good behavior.
It could be.
Can you get parole for murder? I think it was a double murder.
Well, he'll serve the murder, but for the robbery, he'll get parole.
Right.
Because it gets served consecutively.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know anything about the prison system. Yeah, no, that scares me.
There was I can't remember the comedian, but I was listening to Tim Dillon, and he had a comedian on, and he had this woman named TT. Did you listen to that? You know what I'm talking about? And
yeah,
she's a trans woman who went to jail for murder, I believe. Was in for a long.
It was robbery.
Was in for a lot. She had been in New York, had been to like every prison, Rikers, everything, in the state of New York, and she was talking about her experience. Kind of, because she said that she got like implants and like would dress up, and obviously when you're in a prison of all guys, she played the field,
right? Yeah,
and she talked.
Is that how that works? Do they don't prisons don't normally abide to?
When she went to prison, no.
Oh, this is a what?
Right.
She's on the podcast now, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And she talked about how, like, she was like, these guys who were serving life, they're like, there's no more sentence. What are you gonna put them in jail longer?
Right. So there's nothing worse.
Nothing stops them. They rape people. They kill people. And TT was talking about how like. This like new guy showed up, and then they just raped him, and like he was just fucked up because he just got raped, and there was like they don't care because they're done. And he like TT was talking about how TT had this story about how there was this guy who kept like hitting on her, and she was like, I don't want nothing to do with you. You're crazy. I don't want you near me. And then he was like, come on, suck my dick, stuff like that. And he goes, okay. He's like, well, you go watch out for the guard. And then she's like, I'll suck your dick. And so as he's watching, she like grabs a can of tuna and rips off the tin can on it. When he comes back to suck it, he's like, are you ready? He takes out his dick, and she just goes and just like cuts it.
It sounds like
I'm not going to think too hard about that.
It sounds like did you watch Dave?
Who?
Dave,
the show.
Lil Dicky show?
No.
Oh, there's like he made like this rap song about being in jail, and there's a part where like the lead Mexican Crip is like, you gotta suck my dick. so he just bites it off and fucking spits it out.
Right.
That's that.
It's in a song.
Yeah, it's an amazing song. I'm not gonna lie. It's like,
And I never watched it. Is that in the second season? I never watched it.
season 1, I think.
Should we watch this?
Oh Lord, let's do it.
Oh yeah, can we get
Willow's on this?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And I love Willow too. That's the thing.
I do like. All right, we're done. We're done with this. No.
So I mean, a lot of people are making it seem like it's awful. I don't.
It's just
not
really
hook is horrible.
cringy. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hook is unbelievably corny, and also she fell in love with guys with the big dicks. Like that's a weird thing to say. Also, are you just like coming out on a song and saying that you just don't got one? That sucks.
That might not be what that. I mean, he fell in love with her.
Blink 182 was in the 90s.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're bringing it back. I mean, he's got Travis Barker.
No, listen, here's the thing, though. Right, I think it's cool, obviously, taking, like, pop-punk elements and putting in the song, but, like, this is what he does. Mm-hmm. This isn't new.
Right, it's just a rendition.
It's a rehash.
Yeah.
It's
rather than
Full House, it's Fuller House.
Progressive, right.
In a way, it's like we do this, but in a much newer and cooler way.
Right.
Because what we're doing with like the punk style is way more modern. And this is just like going back to something that's already been done completely with the exact same drummer that's already done it. So it's it's just weird.
But do you think this music is more for the people in their late 20s?
I think it's for kids.
I think it's intentionally supposed to be for kids, but I think the only people who are listening to this are millennials.
Like, and on the later side of millennial too.
30s.
Yeah.
30s millennials.
Yeah.
Mid-30s millennials. Not you millennial.
I'm on the bottom.
You're on the bottom.
Yeah, you are.
High, yeah.
I'm closer to you than...
Well, he is 31, so, like, that's... Ironically.
But, like, I mean, that could be a big part of it.
But the issue is that his lyrics and, like, the image he portrays is very, like, I'm a 31-year-old, but I, like, really kind of wish I was still in high school.
Can you go back to where you can really see before this?
I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
And I don't dislike MGK at all. I thought his last album was decent.
No, I think it's really good. I like a lot of things about
This makes me think he wants to sleep with a minor.
Well, okay, so the thing,
you know what I mean?
Wow. The image only works for
minors,
like, and not even like 17,
minors
like 13, like young. Yeah. Allegedly, yeah. I mean, I don't know, like, any...
Who at the label thought this was a good idea? This is horrible PR.
They probably just let him do what he does.
This is like I'm just saying, if you saw a 31-year-old dressing like that and you had your 13-year-old daughter next to you, you'd be like, danger, red flag, and then the SWAT team would come and you just get arrested.
But I look, you want to know if her part's good.
Willow's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Willow is good.
I think we just missed it. Oh.
I think it's...
Her outfits are so fire. The when she's in the red stripes, that's hard as fuck.
I hate the hook.
But it makes more sense when she does it.
Because she's younger. Yeah, it just looks more normal.
But doesn't it also make sense that, because you said he's 31, and it's for, like, that is what...
But that's not who it's supposed to be for.
Yeah, but a 31-year-old shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, like, it's not who it's supposed to be for.
Who's to say,
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's not. Here's the thing. Like, bro, you shouldn't be making, like, Kiss You Under the Bleachers type music when you're 31.
Yeah.
Like,
it's weird.
It's odd.
It's kind of sus.
And, like, okay, for example, his last album, the whole album was turned into, like, this movie thing.
Yeah.
About a high school, because that is what he's making.
That's a good point.
He's literally making music for...
But is he making music for 31-year-olds that also wish that they were still in high school?
I think it's for the younger people, but I think the only people that want to listen to it are, you're either 12 if you're bumping them, or you are 31, you're just trying to relive the past. But also, if you're 31, you're probably just actually going to go listen to Blink-182, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do we know anybody that bumps
MGK?
Consistently?
Consistently, no.
I don't think so.
I thought his last album was decent, but...
Yeah, I would like to clarify that I like MGK.
Oh, I'd work with him.
Yeah. I mean, I
Mr.
like
Machine
it.
Gun.
Just,
I just need you to age up a little bit. You're just kind of old, and if we're gonna make rock songs together, we have to actually just make rock songs. And like, I would like to take less of a pop punk direction, Mr. Machine Gun.
It's a little Mr. Machine Gun. It is a little unfortunate that he found his calling, essentially, what it seems like, so late in his career.
Yeah,
and that is, it could be like sort of a Michael Jackson syndrome of like, he didn't get to experience it because he didn't know when he was younger, maybe. I don't know.
And now he wants to fall in love with an emo chick.
He did,
kind of,
allegedly.
More of a spiritual chick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because
what's the difference these days?
He is with Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Who
is not an emo chick.
I don't know anything about.
I just know she's very hot.
And in the Transformers.
I don't think she's that hot.
I think you're tripping, buddy. But
can we get a picture? Pull her up.
Can you look up Megan Fox Transformers? Because I know exactly.
That's
what picture
not. Yeah, the car scene.
Because I need that car.
I didn't. I wasn't like that. Was for like 40-year-old men. That scene,
the Bumblebee car
that
wash.
Scene felt like it was for me.
I was, as a kid, I did not look at that scene and be like, "Whoa!"
I went into my elementary school.
Yeah. See, 40. Dude, that's not. I mean, her hair is really solid.
But what about now, though? We gotta look at Megan Fox now.
She's still hot.
Oh, shit.
Still hot.
Yeah, I mean, I like her hair.
She looks very plastic.
Dude.
I like her hair. Look at those thumbs. Can we get a zoom in on the thumbs?
Yeah.
Can we
look at just Megan Fox hands?
Oh, it's okay. Copyright territory.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how
you just press control.
No.
And
Just
zoom
do
in.
Megan Fox hands.
We're a little deep into this.
Okay. It's not.
No,
working.
bail.
I'm sorry,
Get up. Bail.
Oh God, now it's
Bail.
even worse. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Megan Fox jokes. She's a hoe and a housewife. Wow.
All right.
In chic.
You're gonna have the
really want
weirdest
her
search
hands?
history.
Yeah, Megan Fox. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh.
That one. Boom.
Tough.
Oh, the
It's
thumb.
stumpy.
Tough.
That-
Oh, right. Oh, dude,
Okay,
that sucks.
This is mean.
Yeah, I know.
Come
It's
on,
just
guys.
for no reason.
Who suggested the thumb lookup?
That's me. That's why she's not hot.
Canceled.
Do you want to do this Bitcoin heist thing?
What?
the
You guys
Bitcoin
don't know
heist?
about this.
No, we don't.
So there's been one of the biggest Bitcoin heists of all time.
Whoa.
Hipster crypto couple charged in $1 billion Bitcoin heist still have secret stash of 328 million. So the story is that they stole a bunch of Bitcoin, 10 years ago?
No, it was 5 years ago. So it
5
was
years ago.
$71 million back then, and then
Before it blew up.
they're trying to launder it, and then it basically became worth $4 billion, and then
They just couldn't. Yeah, you can't launder that unless you're like Epstein.
A quick bill. They made a quick bill.
Yeah, but it's illegal. But is it illegal because it's not? Because it's Bitcoin, right?
Well, they stole it.
But if you steal something that's not, it doesn't belong because it's the currency doesn't belong to.
No, it did. They stole it off an exchange called Bitfinex.
Okay, so then but who do you report that to?
The federal government, who then responded.
The country from where the exchange is made? Is that how that works? Okay.
So
okay.
It was the Department of Justice that did it.
Yeah. So they got in trouble, obviously. And what was funny about it is that they had the Bitcoin wallet passwords inside like a cloud,
just the iCloud,
in the iCloud, which then got hacked, which then got stolen.
That's that's dumb.
There's still 38 or 300 million that's still out there that they think they control, but they don't have.
Okay, hear me out. The government did it on purpose, set up by the government. Now the U.S. owns a $3.6 billion stake in Bitcoin, so that when it takes off, they will have a significant stake in it. Perhaps,
maybe. Bryce, can you please explain to the audience why you have a very interesting connection?
So this is what's part of the interesting part of the story is that like the people that stole it. This is her.
Boosters, no lines and no wait.
That's who stole it?
Yeah.
Catfish and queen.
I mean, hey, when you have that much money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. So
she's actually like she's a rapper called Razzle Khan.
That was her song.
Yes, and I actually like 2 years ago, through like a freelance website, edited this video for her.
No way.
Yeah. And
how much did she pay you?
$400
in Bitcoin.
No, she had at least millions of dollars in Bitcoin. She gave me $400,
and she probably said that she paid you $2,000.
Hold on, brief. I want to hear. Let's show them the song. I want to actually hear.
Sorry,
this.
yeah.
Hold on, this is.
Menace to society, higher than the sky can see. You can't get as high as me. Synesthesia, I can see. Menace to society, higher than the sky can see. You can't get as high as me. Synesthesia, I can see. Big troublemaker, made rules 'cause I'm me. Crazy out.
You edited this?
Notoriety.
You didn't film it.
No one crude as me. Not a
She gave me a bunch of footage from her vacations and shit.
Where the
booty shaker coming from the Black Sea, major earthquaker.
We're done.
No
Yeah.
So what's great? So the worst part about this is that when I make music,
I was vibing with that, man. That could go viral on TikTok.
Yeah, maybe back then, honestly.
She has a decent amount of following on TikTok, actually.
Yeah, I feel like that's
her
a
TikTok.
Well, when you do a lot of like weird shit like that, you'll get a pretty decent following for sure.
My thing is that
been a fandom, always had a harem, fucking on investors, engineers, my fuckboys weren't dumb, would've made hella income, cash got a green thumb, software built my kingdom.
and I stole some Bitcoin, and I stole some Bitcoin.
Well, okay, so what do we
Now
know
I'm
about it
on
though? Did she make? Because obviously, I don't know how like hacking a Bitcoin works.
So they hacked an exchange. So it's an exchange where like people are making trades. I don't exactly know how they did that, but her and her husband, like him most likely, he was the more like the cybersecurity guy.
Right.
And they basically like stole this money in a hack, and then were trying to launder it with like Walmart gift cards.
Big Bitcoin stealer.
Were they like intercepting people's
Bitcoin
trades?
stealer.
I don't know how it worked.
See, if she would have like, if it would have been like a dude with a really low voice, if someone like did that, it's like Bitcoin stealer. It's like, and you had like more house beat to it.
Yeah, she could have done better.
She could have done better.
It would basically be Knife Talk by Drake.
Right.
Yeah.
The worst part about this is that like when I make music, this is what I think it's gonna be. Like at the end of the day, like this song, I'm gonna end up in a video, and then I'm gonna end up stealing Bitcoin
billions of
prison, and someone else's podcast in the Midwest will have me on it.
Yeah, I don't blame her, dude.
This woman's out of her mind. This is
I
a
was gonna
feral
say
woman.
these are some weird ass.
Yeah, but if I had a shitload of money, I would probably be like for essentially doing nothing. Whatever, I would probably be pretty crazy. Well, but they just kind of like got that money. It's like winning the lottery. Like you're gonna act up a little bit.
I just appreciate the compilation of the Bitcoin $1 billion thief. The next suggested video is why the middle class is shrinking.
Because of her.
Because they're not investing in crypto.
Yeah, because of her. I actually lose money every time I invest in crypto, so I'm not doing that ever again.
75% of families in America don't have $500 because they don't invest in Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What is Bitcoin at right now? Because they just had a huge dip, didn't they?
Like 41,000 or something.
Ooh. Do you want me to check?
It went down even lower than that for a while.
That's exactly right.
Nice.
Oh, you're
nice,
so
dude.
smart, Bryce.
Minus. I thought minus 300 today. That's.
Hold on. Can we look at a month?
Wow.
Yeah, it was low for a second.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. It's,
I got so annoyed because I put like $1,000 in at like at 21,000.
Oh.
I put $1,000 in at 21,000. and I sold at 25 because I got scared.
Yeah. Not but one of my oldest friends when I was 14 wanted me to invest, and it was only it was like 2014 somewhere. They're only $200, and he was trying to Danny was trying to talk me into it, and I didn't do it. Obviously, I was 14. I was like, I don't have that kind of money. I'm 14, right. And also like I just didn't understand it. He didn't like try to explain it at all. But that's
none of us even had like $50.
Yeah,
my favorite thing is people are like, "What do you mean? Well, you should have got on Bitcoin way back in the day when it was only used for like buying drugs and like people. Like, why didn't you get on it?"
Dude, my buddy Al, he actually had a Bitcoin because they bought drugs on the dark web in in high school.
Dude, yeah.
And allegedly. Allegedly, right, thank you. When it was before it had its first like huge run up to like 60K, it was like 14,000. And his buddy texted me, he's like, "Hey, yo, dude, you still have a Bitcoin from high school?" And he's like, "Do you want it?" And he's like, "Bro, sell that shit." And then the next week it went up like to 40,000, 50,000.
Oh my god!
Dude. I feel like everybody's got some stories like that. Dude, shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Imagine if he would have just held on. He would have had some people. The average income, yearly income, in a Bitcoin
in a moment, in a click, essentially. Yeah.
We need to start our own scam.
Yeah.
Let's do a tipped and stiffed coin.
Dude.
Let's make NFTs.
And then we'll get sued. Do pump and dump. We'll do old school pump and dump.
Most people that do that shit don't get sued. Can you get sued for...
Well, they disappear.
No, it's called the rug pull.
Right.
You build it. And
essentially a pump and dump, right?
Essentially.
But that's not illegal.
It's not.
Pump and dumps aren't illegal? I thought that's like Wolf of Wall Street.
No, that's different. Pump and dumps are like when you get a bunch of like ghost shell companies investing and then you build at the price and you bail on it. That's pump and dump. That's like a whole like scheme.
Yeah.
But pulling the rug under something, making a BS coin and going, "It's gonna blow, and everyone get on it," and then go boop, sell, and then the whole like market crashes.
That's what so many influencers do.
Yeah, they do.
I think a lot of them don't fully understand it though, and then whoever does understand it behind the scenes is telling them like pull out,
right?
And they're like yeah
they're like, "I'm watching the trends. It's time to wrap it up."
Yeah, right. There are a lot of them though that know what they're doing, for sure. I don't want to like discredit all of it, but like it is
right. Well, it's that time.
Do we have any more voicemails?
We got one call.
Yeah, I think they got scared. They didn't want to leave.
I think when people hear the beep, they want to talk. You know what I mean? They want to.
Right.
We'll figure out maybe how to set it up so that there's like another microphone that can like
You have to do it on there.
Yeah, you can do it on that one.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be back to normal. Actually, next week's a guest episode.
Oh, it is?
Next week's a guest episode.
Oh, that's a fun one.
We're going to have a very...
This is not a guest episode, right?
No, this is... No.
Yeah.
Next week's an actual guest episode.
Because Jarod died.
Which is going to be... I'm a little nervous for, but it should be fun. What?
Did they put a mask on Jarod?
What do you mean by that?
In the casket?
It was close.
I took it off. That might have been also why I got looks.
Yeah, you're touching the body.
Touching the dead body.
I just start screaming, "Who did this? Who did?"
You don't need this where you're going.
But thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to That's a Beautiful Production for helping us do all the editing, clips, and stuff like that as well. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you to www.iconosha.com for providing the space that we record in. Check out Young Trench on everything, just about everything. Check out Young Davy on everything. And check us out, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, the works. We every Friday, but thank you.
Call us.
So everyone say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching Tip and Dig.
Nope.
Beauty.